Welcome back to another episode of Creative Kompany with me, your host, Mina J, as we speak to artists in their creative studios and spaces, talk everything else about their artistry along with mental health and wellness. So if you come on with me, we'll visit your artist for this episode. So we're outside of our artist's studio door for today. We're gonna go ahead and give it a knock and see if they're in there. That was a nice beat. That was a real nice beat. Hey! Hi, Gentry! What's going on? I'm here to visit you today in your studio.
Come on in.
Is you ready?
For sure.
Gentry, thank you so much for allowing us in your space.
For sure.
Once more. So we're gonna go around, your studio, so you could tell us about the things you have in here, what your space means to you, and how it connects to you in your artistry and how you flow within that. So,
For sure.
yeah, take it away.
Yeah. So welcome to the space. This is the studio that Solange and I share.
Yes.
As you walk in, you see a portrait. Her portrait is actually going in the show. That's why it's not here. Then we got the magazine that just came out. If you don't have one, definitely check out issue
Get a
number
copy.
2. I like issue number 1 since I'm on
He's
it.
on
But
issue number 1.
They're both great. They're both great.
Amazing.
But yeah, this is really just where I kind of work. A couple paintings that I keep here, a lot at the crib, one I'm in the middle of. All my paints, it's really lax on my side. It's just kind of like what I need, whatever it's a stand, easel, bare minimum. Whereas Solange has like the merch over there. She has the prints all packaged up. That's where she types up the magazine. And then this is where we do like kind of like live podcast recordings, just like today. So it's super chill. Yo. It's been cool being here.
I love this. So how does the flow of both of y'all like being in space look like?
Yeah. So it's really cool because again, we have the space at the crib, and then we kind of like alternate. She'll run to the studio, do her thing, knock out, focus. I'll usually come in on a different day, just because it's like we're just all over, moving whatever it needs to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes we are in here together, but that's more so on like open house events. So that's like everybody can come in, see what she's about, see what I'm about, and just like how we collaborate together. So just feeling the vibe.
That's good. That's so tough. So, what days do y'all usually alternate? Is it like you on the weekdays?
It's not like a set schedule. Okay, it's just more like, okay, I'm going to the studio tomorrow. And it's like, if you want to join, you can, of course. But like sometimes it's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna see you when you get back. You know?
Love it. I know that you said that you have one of your pieces of Solange in your most recent show. Upcoming show. Oh, shit, what's going on in there?
Yeah, November 15th through 17th, Washington, D.C. again. It's like a huge art fair, over 100 different artists. I've been waiting to get in this one, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be fire.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to be there. I ain't know nothing about it. I'm not even going to you. Okay.
Nah, it's gonna be tight. For sure.
Good. So, I have a couple of questions for you. Like we usually do, we'll sit down, converse. We'll get up out your space after that. But if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm always ready. Cool.
Gentry.
What's up?
Thank you for sitting with us once more.
Thank you for coming.
A couple of questions for you. The first one is focusing on theme and the physique of the Doberman, because you usually paint the Doberman in the majority of your works. Of course, we know people alter the appearance to appease like the public, the ears, the tail, and things of that nature.
Right.
As a Black man and artist dedicated towards highlighting, uplifting your community, has there been a time where you had to alter or compromise your authentic self to appease others?
Yeah. I think the goal is to try not to.
Yeah.
Definitely in the corporate space, professional space. You got to come correct. You got to get that money.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to survive. You feel me? In the best scenarios, like, I think for me as an artist, like, that's what I do. And that's what I want to do forever. And I think the best scenario is always when I cannot have to worry about, like, putting a certain type of veil over myself or my work or the presentation. Like, I always feel like if you let somebody do their thing, and just be them, it's going to be the greatest version of it. So again, I really, really try to align myself with other creatives or other opportunities where I don't have to do that. But yeah, at the end of the day, when you got to get that check, like,
yeah,
I'm going to get that check.
But it definitely does. It's a double-edged sword. It's
Absolutely.
like, you know, you want to keep your authentic self. You want to keep yourself, have a certain posture about yourself in a space where you're not compromising to any other type of ideas or whatever.
Right.
But when it does come to like you said, getting the money or, you know, being in a certain position, having to like present yourself in a way, it can be a little, I don't want to say frustrating, but it can be a little challenging in order to like fit the idea or fit the status quo of it. And I think a lot of people, especially as Black people, we have to do that a lot with like code switching and things of that nature. Have you ever were you ever at like a breaking point at sometimes where you had to like code switch or?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was ever at a breaking point. Because again, like I'm still going and progressing, and that's cool. I think, to quote Ro, she had like this really good line. She said to me, she was like, "You gotta learn the rules to the game you're trying to play."
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'm not sitting here like I'm about to just code switch to get a check for the rest of my life. However, if I do know a certain tone or a certain language will make my artistic or business transactions smoother, it's at least noted. You know what I mean?
It's not like, man, forget all this. I'm not doing it.
You get what I'm saying?
No, it's smart.
Because sometimes you got to humble yourself and be like, yo, like this opportunity will change a lot so I can really actually be myself like next month or in the next show or the next whatever. So you just got to weigh your options, I feel like.
Right. Shout out to Road Vision.
For real.
Period.
For real. For real.
So noticing your clothing line as well, I still didn't get to get a hoodie.
What size you wear?
Medium.
I got a small right there. It's a small. That's the only hoodie I have left.
I'm gonna get the small. I can wear small today. I can wear small.
It's bigger though. It's bigger though.
It's
for
bigger?
Sure. It's oversized for sure.
Bet.
For sure.
Say that.
For sure. Yeah. You might be straight.
I'm gonna be wearing that shit almost every day.
I'm excited.
Clothing line for Glory.
Yeah.
And noticing that some of your works reflect spirituality, religion, and things of that nature. Is there ever, well, how do you resonate with being a vessel for something greater than yourself? And is there ever a battle between confidence and ego with doing so?
100%. So I recently just did this big piece.
It's beautiful, actually. I was like, oh, these, what type of flowers are around?
Magnolias.
I was like, okay.
So this piece right here was super last minute. It was for an artist. I won't say who on camera, but it's for artists. They had a music video. They have a Doberman aesthetic. And the videographer was like, yo, G, like we could pull you into this. Like, can you get this done in 2 days, get it to LA? That's why
2 days?
That's why it's not stretched, because I'd have to roll it up and take it on the plane.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like what you need me to do, what you want me to do? And he was like, you can do whatever you want. But the only, inspo he gave me was the project was made on psychedelics.
Oh, lit.
So that being said, for 2 days, I just tripped on mushrooms and just painted these 2 dogs.
Really? For 2 days?
For 2 days.
What?
For 2 days.
How was that?
It stripped a lot of ego. If you see there's a quote, it just says, I am no longer. So it's just like,
I can only imagine, because I've had a couple of trips, and that was one of like the transformative one was like the highest one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, this does a lot to you.
It does. But I say all that to say, like, it's like that every time, if I'm being real. I just noticed it more, but I bring that up because from a spiritual standpoint, and it's funny because while I was working on this piece, somehow I ended up in almost like a therapy session, like a group call. Someone was like, you need to talk to this person. And I'm like, okay, very religious, homegirl, cool. And we just started talking about creativity in the Bible. And like the first time, I guess,
that's a good one.
Allegedly, again, I haven't read the Bible, so it's like allegedly the first time, I guess, like God was mentioned or something. Like, I guess someone was creating something, right? So just being someone who's constantly like building little universes, when I see the actual universe, I feel like I tried to really just understand like where God was coming from, like from every perspective, from every brushstroke. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like, so I think the more I create, the more spiritual I get. And I feel like, if I'm being 100% honest, it's been making me very, very anxious to meet God. And that's been a lot.
That's a bar. I was listening to, I'm a real big Doechii fan. But when, that's my girl. It was in her EP, "Oh, the Places You'll Go."
Okay, I heard that one yet.
Really,
Yes,
it's a thing. It's
I
a
believe
good thing. It's a great project. Just freshman project from her. Like, just seeing how she started out and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But it's a song on there, or more so, like, song is titled as God, but it's just her speaking from one of her sessions, because she usually does like sessions on YouTube and stuff like that. And I do believe it was from one of her sessions, or she just put it on the EP, and it talked about how, or just, it was more so of an affirmation or affirming that if I am a part of God, everybody else has this access to God, and God is this source of creativity. So I'm reminded that I'm not I can't run out of ideas because I'm connected to the source. I cannot run out of opportunities because I'm connected to the source. And that usually is where my creativity comes from. That's where my next biggest thing comes from. And I understand that the more that I harmonize with that, then I'm more at peace with my process as an artist, as a creative, as a rapper. I was like,
no, those are
it makes sense, because it was
Yeah.
usually a fear I did have one time, like starting out with like my own artistry. I'm like, golly, what if I run out of ideas? Like, damn, what if I run out of ideas? Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
For real. And it's like, that was a great affirmation. Just even hearing you speak about you understand God much more just from the space of being creative. I think that's deep.
Yeah,
that's very,
it's
very
a lot.
deep.
It's a lot to walk around with. I feel like, because I be seeing it through my eyes, and I'm like, whoa. Like, it be
crazy
too much
wizard
sometimes.
eyes.
Yeah, no,
that's deep.
Yeah.
Like, you really blew my mind with that one, and I might go home and think about it.
It's the truth.
Not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
So your most recent show, that you just closed back in, what was it? September, right?
September, yep.
September. Revenge is the least I deserve, correct?
Yep.
You have amazing pieces in there, but one
you.
of the pieces that blows me away is one of your partners, Solange. Shout out to Solange, DGX. Hold on. She just recently had her second issue of the magazine released, which features Rovision and poet named Nate, also Maeva, all great artists, and other people inside the project. I know for the first issue, you were on the cover.
Right.
How does it feel being in partnership with somebody that reflects your beauty or your talent as much as like she reflects yours?
Yeah, I think it's...
Or did I say that right? Yeah. Y'all reflecting each other, basically. Yeah. Both y'all beauties and talents and things of that nature.
I think it helps me definitely love myself more, because when I was just solo working, your head is down so much that it just stays down, And I think with our partnership, it's like we can come up and just alternate, especially just like from a creative standpoint. So like when it's like magazine season, like I'm into it. I'm excited to just like...
Because it was a dope ass magazine. I'm like, oh, I need to buy 3 copies. I actually didn't need to buy 2 copies for my coworkers. I brought it to work and everything.
We got you.
I say, oh, this shit is tough. They was like, this eats.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
And I think like really seeing the progress from, even though I'm on the first issue, I got to see behind the scenes for both. So like to see the jump from the 1 to the 2, I think that's the most rewarding part, because I'm like, yo, you're actually like getting it.
Lit.
Like, it's cool to watch somebody else like start to click. You know what I mean? So yeah, fire.
That's good. And how did you feel about, even having her immortalized? Because the piece is gorgeous.
I'm glad you like it.
It's good.
Yeah, I think with Solange, the way our partnership is like, it's so many different ways. Like, that's not the first time I painted her. It's not going to be the last.
Okay.
So it's just like a continuous
flow.
You're just here.
Yeah, it's a reflection.
You're a reflection.
It's a beautiful reflection in the times of where y'all at in each other's like lives and pivotal moments, especially 100%. In your careers as well. It's beautiful to see. How do you feel after your latest show? Like, how do you feel, decompressing or like just debriefing after?
I'm not too sure. Like, I definitely feel good about it. I have no reservations about it. I think the message was felt.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the way the merch went out. It is interesting because that was my 5th show of the year, and then my 6th one is next weekend. So it's like, why am I doing 6 shows in a year?
I will say that this is exciting, but like, good Lord, but
it's exciting. Yeah, it's exciting, but it's also, I'm kind of on go right now. But that show as a whole, I think my biggest, the thing I'm most proud of is just having my grandmother involved. Like being able to work with her, like collaborate with your grandma, like, and really
that's
like
dope.
Kick her the shit and like her kick it back. Like that might not happen again. You know what I'm saying?
It's good to have her involved or immortalized in that way. It's like, damn, this is really, really good project. And I get
that
to
meant
have
a lot.
You in here.
Yeah,
it means a lot.
For sure.
I love the message too. When I read it, I was like, ooh. And me going through my own personal like trials of forgiveness versus like revenge, because I'm not gonna say I'm a spiteful person, but I'm just like, oh word, that's what we doing. That I'm gonna get you back tenfold, but nah, because we gonna get it back.
But you're not spiteful.
At the same, but I'm not. No, I'm not spiteful. But I'm like, ooh. But by the time I feel like I'm gearing up to want to like actually like attack or like, nah, this is it. It's kind of like you're not even in the same place where It's not even worth it. It's like I just rather just let you be however you are, and
it never hits the same.
It never, and I just wish we could do a study on it because it just never hits the same.
I will say this though, if we're being funny, like it hits the hardest when you do it by accident. Like when you accidentally step on somebody, you'd be like, damn, too much swag.
I was just being myself.
You know, you're like, oh my bad. That's pretty funny, but nah.
No, I get it.
Thumbs down. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Just I don't even want to speak on it right now. I'm going through it, but it's very rewarding when you can just authentically be yourself, and people think like that's supposed to be towards me. No, but
if the shoe fit.
If the shoe fit,
go ahead.
So majority of your work and the explanations behind them show you utilize a skill of self-reflection and empathy and interpersonalization. What have they taught you as a Black man navigating through society? Like empathy, consideration, being interpersonal with self and your friends and others.
That's a good question. I think, can you repeat it for me one more time?
Okay.
Thank you.
A majority of your work and the explanations behind them show how you utilize a skill of self-reflection, empathy. How have they, those skills, how have they taught you to navigate through society as a Black man?
For sure. I think, I'm not entirely sure how, but I think I've developed a stronger skill of just feeling the people I'm dealing with.
Okay.
And I think by really putting myself in people's shoes literally, I think it's just made all of our lives easier, like in that scenario.
It usually would.
You know, because I'm like, okay, like I know what I would need if I were you. And I'm also paying attention to the real you. I know what I need for myself. We all just trying to like just shuffle through and just get to where we need to go. I'm not trying to bother nobody. Nobody need to bother me. Like, and we just, it can work. It can work. I think you just gotta like slow it down a little bit, feel it. And I think the best part about it is like very few people do that shit. Yeah. So when you do
less people, they get sympathy and empathy mixed up, and they think that sympathy is like they think everybody needs sympathy. And it's like, no, I need you to see like where I'm at, and like where this is, like filling my shoes basically. Not so much like, oh, you poor baby, like.
Right.
A lot of people are not looking for that. I mean, some people may be looking for that, but from the people that I deal with, the people that I navigate around, we're looking for empathy, like being in space, being considered. Like, okay, yes, this has not really happening to me, but like, if this was, how can I be in space with you? Or what can I give to you? Or what can I extend in that nature? Not so much out of the, not overextending myself, but more so of like, okay, what can I do to assist within that space for you? But a lot of people do get that mixed up, and I think it's important for people to practice empathy, with understanding the realness of the situation rather than like, oh my gosh, it's just so sorry. I was like, okay, yeah, cool, but if I was in your shoes, how can I incorporate like myself in the space? How can I insert my benefit towards the space, or just being here, however that may look. But
I agree.
I think it's Very important. And I'm sorry if I cut you off.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't. No, I think everything you said was 100% spot on.
Yeah, to navigate through society like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
One of my fun questions I do have for you is, what's the most recent thing that you like learned about yourself? Like the most newest thing you learned about yourself? It don't gotta be like hella deep, but like
I know. The thing is, I was trying to
like,
avoid it because like the deep one came, and I was like, oh.
It don't gotta be hella deep. Like people be like, damn, I learned how to like talk to like my inner self. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's nice, but like it could be like you.
Can I be honest?
Yeah,
I can be honest. I think again, this has a lot to do with, again, I told you before, like I'm constantly thinking about meeting God like all the time, right? And I think it's been a crazy week. Just energetically,
it's been a crazy ass week.
Like, I think the one thing about when it comes to elections, me and Solange were talking about this. Like, every time there's an election, that's an election. That's the only time when it almost feels like the entire world is experiencing just the same phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is, right? And you can almost like feel it, like musters up, almost on some like cursed energy type shit. You feel me? But you can feel it, and it's interesting because like it wasn't comfortable feeling all this, whatever the hell that was. So I say all that to say, I've been really, really paranoid about the apocalypse.
Really?
Just like, and that's affected my creative.
Is that the newest thing you learned about yourself? Like you get like scared of like
almost every second I'm thinking about death.
Really?
And that's a new thing. Yeah.
Is it?
And it's affecting everything.
Really?
Everything. Yeah.
Put yourself at ease. Give yourself some grace, brother. I mean, just for the simple fact of like, Lord, we don't know what's gonna happen next.
We do not.
But more so, we're just gonna make sure we are doing the best that we can, anything. Thank you so much, Gentry.
For sure.
Again,
anytime.
For real.
For sure.
Brother, cousin, I appreciate you dearly.
Love.
Thank you so much for your time, for your words, for your insight, for this space. I also want to shout out Solange Beck. She is dope. Make sure y'all get a copy of the DGX magazine, issue number 2. And issue number 1 too, they still have it as well. And we about to get about your studio space hunters. I don't know, we got like
travel the world.
Right. That was so crazy. That was a crazy ass turn. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay, great. Ready?